What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with 5 German culture traits that changed my life from Soldier of Life YouTube channel. I really rock with him because he just seems like a really good dude. But before we dive into this, y'all know I need you to dive into this subscribe button, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so I get suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You know, subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Human. I talk back. If you guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. What we got?
What is up, Soul Fam? This is Chris with Soldier of Life, and today I am trying to duck and dodge the sun because
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
But today in this video, I wanted to jump on a topic in which I find to be very close to my heart. It is basically it's basically a thing about German culture that changed my life, and I feel like in order to really understand it, to really grasp the topic, if you haven't lived there, if you haven't lived in a country that has done as such, it's very difficult to do. You know, I know me personally, especially coming from the United States, a lot of the things that I think about, my mentality, the things that I found important before, it was very, very difficult to adjust. But these are 5 German culture things that can change your life.
Talk to me. Yeah, I know. I can imagine. Definitely be different from where you grew up one place your whole life and then to go somewhere else. Definitely a culture shock. And so there's definitely going to be a lot of difference that takes some adjusting to. But
5 German culture things that can change your life. Number 1, your body and self-image. Quick story. I know when I first came to Germany, I was on a date with this girl, and she invited me to some indoor pool area, which sounded super awesome, and it had like this sauna thing going on, and I was really excited to go. So we ended up going there, and when we were there, you know, we had a good time on the slides and in the indoor pool, and I've never been to an indoor pool before. It was my first experience. So then she asked me if she wanted to go to the sauna, you know, and I was like, yeah, cool, of course. And she was like, the thing about the sauna though, it's nude, like no clothes. When she told me about it before when we was going, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll do it. Get naked. But when we got there, it basically almost called my bluff. Because, you know, as, I don't want to say it as American, but coming from a culture where, you know, beauty is everything and people need to work in their body. If it doesn't look perfect, you should be ashamed of it and all this good stuff. It wasn't until I got there, you know, and it was certain things that she ended up telling me. Like, she made me feel better about my body than I felt my entire life, you know, and I mean, I don't look bad naked either. I don't look bad naked. But she actually, you know, said a series of things that almost basically gave me the confidence to do it. Something that I wouldn't have ordinarily done. And the things that were going in my mind, I was like, oh my God, people are gonna look at me. Like, how is this gonna look to other people? And I was just worried about the wrong things. You know, the body self-image, I feel generally in the world, it's kind of skewed to make you feel ugly. People want to make you feel like you're not perfect or you're not this thing you're not supposed to look like, you know, and I feel a lot of women have gotten this a lot better. It's just feel beautiful in your own skin and stuff like that. So it was really difficult for me to adjust, but you know, after a couple of years just being here, I just realized that most all people feel the same way. You know, they're not really judging on your body and a whole lot of pressure to try to look perfect and stuff like that. A lot of people don't care about that, or the mass majority, I want to say, in my opinion, don't really care about what you look like. It's all about the person that you are on the inside. And I feel like that, for that point alone, you know, changed my life. Not to say that I don't still get it in and work out every day, but I just learned from those moments that, you know, the way that you look or the way you perceive yourself, the way that you think your body is or how you should look or how the tabloids and movies and all that other shit and Tinder might think you should look like, you know, you don't have to look like that in order to be happy, in order to be secure with your body. Number 2.
Now that's a huge one. Shout out to him for that, because I don't know, just going into like a sauna naked and other people are naked, just coming from America, I feel like it's just awkward. It will take a lot of getting used to. Like he said, you just really have to be comfortable with your own body, because you will really be inside of your head, because that's not an experience you're used to. You're really inside of your head about, are people gonna be looking at me like, oh my gosh, like, and so you're worried about all these different things that, like he said, you really shouldn't be worried about. And yeah, I mean, I feel like here, like, you do, like, your body image, you do like want, I guess, like the perfect type of body, and so you just kind of, you're your own worst critic, basically. You're your own worst critic, and he's saying, I mean, just, you learn to be happy inside of your own skin. Don't get him wrong, still goes to the gym and everything, but he's learned to be more comfortable, more happy in his own skin, and I absolutely love that.
You know, you don't have to look like that in order to be happy, in order to be secure with your body. Number 2 is modesty. I remember seeing a comment from somebody that was saying how Germany's lost the last 2 wars, and now I don't even want to get into that. But I told them, you know, I would rather have lost 2 wars and be modest than, you know, basically tell my country that I won all the wars I ever got in, and, you know, feel this sense of entitlement, like I'm better than, or some shit like that. You know, it's just the culture that we have in America. Like, you don't have to look farther than, you know, Lil Pump, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci. Like, you don't have to look farther than that. You know?
Yeah, he's a terrible rapper, but that is very catchy. Terrible rapper. It's just catchy. There was so much. All I heard was these kids just Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gucci gang, Gucci gang. But I feel where you said modesty is a huge thing. I feel like you can be confident, but like, don't be cocky. Don't be cocky. Be confident, but don't be cocky. Be modest. Be humble.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci. Like, you don't have to look farther than that. You know, not like I won't rock out to that shit. But you don't have to look any farther than that to see that our culture is almost like a stunting culture. It's almost getting the new things when they first come out, trying to, you know, have the best and the latest in order to, you know, look better than your friends, or show them something, or feel like you are stunting on them. Even back in the days, you know, this culture became very popular, and people don't understand, you know, when it seems like society's putting pressure on you to do more things and have more stuff, then people end up doing these things and buying these things in order to fill voids that they have on the inside of themselves. And in Germany, you know, I don't really see this stunting culture, like, where you gotta have all this, you gotta have that, you gotta be this, you gotta do that. You don't really need much, you know, you don't really have to have much, and people get along just fine. And I'm not saying that there are poor people. I'm not saying there's not a huge divide between rich and poor people in Germany. Nobody would judge you if you had a small apartment or a small house, or nobody would judge you, you know, if you end up losing your job and you're currently looking for work and you don't have work. They won't shun you. They'll try to help you. Nobody is trying to, like, floss on you and make it seem like they have more better stuff than you. At least not in the circle of friends that I got. But, you know, I have a friend in the States, actually my best friend in the States. He has like a something, I forgot what car it was, on like 28-inch floating rims, you know.
Dang.
You know, how charmingly ghetto of me. But like, he has his stuff, and it's not to say that he shouldn't have it. You know, if it's your money, you do what you want. You buy whatever you want. I used to do the same thing. But when you think about the basis of people having things like this, you know, it almost goes to show. It's like you want to show people that you have money or something like that. And they just don't really do that a lot, I see, in Germany. Number 3.
I understand that. Like he said, like, if that's what you want, like, have that. If that's what makes you happy, nothing against it. But don't get it just like to show off, like show people that you have money, or just like because society says, hey, if you know what I'm saying, if you want to be cool, you need to get this new thing or whatever. Don't get it for that. Like I said, if that thing makes you happy and you like it, get it. Nobody's judging you for that. But don't feel like you're forced to get it due to society standards or anyone else's standards.
Or something like that. And they just don't really do that a lot, I see, in Germany. Number 3 is a healthy lifestyle. It is way easy.
Gotta have that.
Way like 75.301624% better to live healthy in Germany than it is in the United States. And a big reason for this is because a lot of the food in the United States is bullshit food. It is cheap, nasty, no nutrition, no value, just sugar.
It's some good. I'll give you everything, but we do got some good food. There is some great stuff, but especially if you cook it yourself. But what he's saying, I do agree with, except for the just try it. It tastes trash.
Bullshit food. It is cheap, nasty, no nutrition, no value, just sugar and taste and chocolate, you know, and it's a lot easier to buy BS food in the States than it is in Germany. Kind of pissed me off a little bit. First time I went to the store, I was going down the cereal aisle, and of course, I don't want to eat like Cheerios for breakfast. I want to have like some Chocolatios, some Choctankula, some Frosted Flakes, or some shit like that. But the price between that type of cereal and healthy cereal in Germany is a huge price difference. They don't make that crap in Germany. They don't make chocolate cookie crisp and chocolatey chocolatos. They make healthy cereal in Germany. So if you want that type of cereal, you have to buy it imported. So the prices are higher. And the same thing applies when you want to buy fruits and vegetables. These items are cheaper in Germany than they are usually in the States. They're also more readily available. So in terms of, you don't really have to be super rich in order to eat healthy. And that's why it's so popular to eat healthy in the States now, is because it's rich people food. Like, oh, I ate a hummus sandwich with my non-fat veggie super cali sandwich wrap, and it was delicious. Like, that's rich people shit. Like, it looks cool on TV, but like when I'm at home, I'm in Florida, I'm poor, like the majority of Americans, and I eat Count Chocolatey Sugar O's. I go to McDonald's and I get a $1 menu. I literally didn't even know that McDonald's had anything more than a $1 menu for like 10 years. Like, no lie, like that serious. My homeboy had to put me on and told me to like get a meal sandwich, and I was like, bruh, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I got you. I never bought anything more than like $1.50 from McDonald's.
But you can't eat healthy for cheap. You just gotta, I guess, you gotta know how to shop and how to make and how to prepare the foods. You can't buy like basically like at restaurants and stuff. You can't buy like healthier foods for cheaper than you can buy the trash foods for. Like that's a fact. The trash food is gonna be cheaper, and there's gonna be more of it than there is of the healthy food. But if you figure out everything, you figure out how to prepare everything yourself and do all that, and then it does become cheaper when you're going grocery shopping. You can find a way to eat healthy for cheap. I've learned that over the past 3-4 months, because I said my skin, I wasn't feeling comfortable in my skin. I said, nah, D. Neal, we got to change something. And that was one of the big things that needed changing.
Are you serious? He's like, yeah, I got you. I never bought anything more than like $1.50 from McDonald's. But you know, that's how it is. It's just easier to be healthy because they promote the healthier foods. Number 4 is going green, supporting the sustainability of the planet. I don't know how long we got here, because global warming has to be a thing, because it has been hot as balls in the last couple of weeks. Like, dumb, stupid, sounded hot. But going green, recycling, taking care of the planet, making sure there's not a lot of trash around, just picking up after yourself. The culture in Germany is way better than it is in America. Like, seriously.
That.
Like, yo, I don't even have to talk anymore about this. Like, I don't even know where to go anymore with this. But it's a lot easier to go green when the culture is behind you, when society is behind you, when people are behind you, when people are looking at you weird. Like, if I took a bottle and I'm walking down the street and I threw it somewhere in the trash, like if I threw it on the ground and somebody see me do it, they would give me the scowl. They would give me a harsh look. You know, they probably won't say nothing, that's what they're gonna do. But no, they would give me a harsh look. And I think it goes a long way in forming and shaping cultures when you have people that are behind you doing the positive or the right things, you know. In America, I know I had a friend who used to just throw trash out the window, you know, and I hated it. Even though I wasn't like German or nothing like that, but I hated it. And I was like, I don't like people bringing that American BS over to Germany, even though it's one person, and like more than likely one person cannot change a whole lot of an entire society, but you're just adding to the problem. Like, one of my quotes that I always love saying to myself is like, if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. So I directly took offense to people that are littering in Germany, and it's only because the culture and the society of being here for so long, it did the same thing for me. It made me not want to throw stuff out in the middle of the street or just throw it on the floor when there's a trash can right next to where I'm sitting. You know, it's literally like right over there. But it helps a whole lot when the society is behind you, helping you do it. And number 5 is caring for the community.
And I think that's huge. Yeah, when there's a whole culture, there's a whole society behind this cause. It is. I mean, it's a lot easier for to do that, and it's a lot easier for it to become a habit for you to start going green and start caring more and everything. And so I definitely respect Germany on that because I mean that should be done all over the world to do as much as we can to keep this planet healthy, I guess. Keep it safe in a sense. Is that how I would word it? But keep
it is behind you, helping you do it. And number 5 is caring for the community. I think this is very big. Actually, I think it's huge
that.
because American culture, you know, and these are all literally my opinions, man. I can't.
I
man,
got
these are
you.
not facts. I ain't got no
got
facts
you.
for you, and I'm not giving you that. But caring for humanity, caring for people. In the States, you know, what I usually witness to is things happen. We don't really care a lot about other people. We don't value other people's lives. So when you're hurting people or when you see things in the news where people are murdered and stuff like that, you just read it as if it was like history, if it was a Bible, like bibliography. You know what I mean? Like, you read it like it was old news. Like, oh, shit, somebody got stabbed today 30 times.
It's crazy.
Cool. Like, we kind of separate.
It's getting to a point where you just kind of become numb to it because it's like all they show on like media, social media, not social media, but on the news and on social media. So on both, it's like all you see, and so when you see it like so much and constantly, it gets to a point where you just become numb to it, and it is. I feel like a community, a country where, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of amazing people who do incredible things for other people, very selfless. But I feel like there's a lot of people where it's just like me, like I'm worried about me, and I could. If you outside of my family, if you're outside of who I rock with, then I don't really care about you at all. Like, and it's tough. It's tough.
Like, oh, shit, somebody got stabbed today 30 times. Cool. Like, we kind of separate ourselves from other people. You know, we don't really sympathize for them. You don't really feel yourself getting stabbed 30 times and how that would suck ass and how it hurt, the pain that you would be in if it happens. But in Germany, when something happens to somebody, you know, every time I heard somebody say something on the news, they would be thrown back about it. Like, oh my God, somebody got murdered, like, in whatever city. That's crazy, you know. But you really have to understand that sometimes when we're going about our daily lives, you don't think about the other person as much as you should. And I just found in Germany that people care about other people taking care of other people. Where basically the group or the village takes care of the children, everybody takes care of each other so everybody can be better. It's just that in America, it's almost like it's a different society to where it's like you take care of yourself and don't worry about everybody else.
Exactly.
You know, so it's almost like I'm gonna just do my own thing and don't worry about what I'm doing over here. Just stay your ass. This is me right here, like this.
Yup. That's
facts. You won't get it. This is me.
Tunnel
Like,
vision.
no, in Germany, it's like this. It's like, hey, like we all take care of each other. In America, it's like this.
Yup.
Don't worry about me, bro. I'm good. So once I started inhabiting, you know, the village mentality of everybody taking care of everybody else, I started getting into other people's lives. I started caring about what they were doing. I started wanting my friends to do better. Started wanting the people around me to do, feel, and be better. You know, so that was the 5 cultural things of Germany that literally changed my life, and maybe they will change yours. So that is all I got for today. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, smash the like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I am putting out new videos like this and other ones every single day, and I thank you so very much for watching. This is Chris with Soldier of Life, and don't forget, stay happy, stay healthy, stay motivated. And I'm out.
I rock with that. Well, I rock with Chris and Soldier of Life, man, and I definitely agree with all of his points. Incredible video. That's all we got for this one. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon and drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media and Patreon all up top. If you want to subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D Neal. Out.